Hey, Christy Mattoon here with Rewire. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe, like, share, do all the things that you can do to help promote my channel. I greatly appreciate it. I want to talk to you today for a couple seconds about something that happened to me over the holidays. That at first shocked me, kind of blew my mind, but then you have to apply the work and you have to apply your techniques. You have to apply what you know how to do. And one of the things I found out, I just thought was super interesting, that was probably the best thing that I could do, that I could apply, and that was truth. Applying truth to a situation. And the reason why it was so interesting to me was because it was truth as I was seeing it, so through my perception. And perception always matters here, guys. Perception is a huge deal because your perception of a situation and my perception of a situation are going to be two different things, which is why in the matters of healing, it can be so difficult. If a healer is telling you something through the eyes of their perception and not through the eyes of spirit or not through the eyes of creator, their perception can screw your results. Does that make sense? Or skew. I said screw. Skew your results, and it can really happen that way. So that's an interesting thing to kind of think about. What happened to me this weekend was with somebody I hired to do some work for me. It was a company that I found that I thought I could use, and I thought it would work out really well, and she thought it did too. And it turned out we just weren't cohesive. We weren't a good match. What ended up happening was she kept telling me that I'm bad at communicating. She started pointing fingers. She said a lot of things to me, including that I was mean, which I was like, okay, let me check in here. And the number of things that she said to me, there was quite a few of them. The biggest thing was that I don't communicate well. And I was sitting there thinking in my head, okay, I communicate pretty darn good most of the time on pretty high levels with people about different things. And so maybe in the world that she works in, I don't communicate well. Maybe in the world she works in, which is the computer stuff, because I don't tend to put myself into that often, even though I am in it all the time, because I have to do everything that I do. I do all of my stuff myself. Every single bit of it. Well, that's not true. I have a team that does my my website. I have a legal team. I have a few different people on board. I have somebody helping with me with my book publications and things like that. But for the most part, all of my social media I do on my own. All of my things that I'm posting, my coursework, all that kind of stuff, I do by myself. All of the people I work with privately, I don't have hired hands that I send you to. You work with me. You don't work with somebody else, okay? So I take responsibility for all of my own stuff. So when she started going on about this communication issue, I was just like, huh. Now see, here's the deal. Because all of the things that she listed off, and I'm not going to go through all of those with you. Sorry about that. My cat's over here scratching, and it looks like an earthquake. I'm not going to go through all of them with you because there was a lot. But it was a lot of finger pointing. It was a lot of you did, you think, you said, and a lot of which was not true because she was trying to tell me what I think and what she thinks I'm thinking and how things played out and things that she said I did that I just flat out didn't. But here's what I did. Here's what I did do. I took everything that she said and I sat down with it. And I did the mirror. I looked in the mirror and I said, where am I in here? Because if she's saying that, she could very well herself need to be looking in the mirror and going, where am I in this? If I'm going to sit here and accuse you of something and say derogatory things towards you, where am I in this picture? And so when she's telling me this stuff, it's the first thing I did. Now, I had this happen earlier this year with an event I went to with a person, and some things happened that ruffled my feathers, and I had to stop myself and go, okay, look in the mirror. Where is your stuff in this? Where is your piece of this? Because when you can do that and you can find that part, you can nip whatever's going on in the bud really quickly. If you let it tarry and you let it keep eating up your system, because I very well could have taken what she was saying to me and let it tear me up. And years ago it would have. Years ago it would have put me in the ground. I would have been thinking, oh my God, what did I do? I hurt her, I upset her. And for me, everything was always about other people. Knowing what I know now and knowing how I operate, I know who I am, I know what I do, I know how I serve. There's no question in my mind. Knowing these things allowed me to stand back and look at what she was saying, speculate about myself, come up with a few things that were actually useful. I actually thanked her for those. And the rest of it I could throw away, because it was not about me. It was about something probably going on within her that she needs to discover herself. And so it's a cool thing to know that when you can step back and just look into a situation, I don't have to own it. It's not mine. It's not my issue. It's not my problem. You're directing a lot of anger at me, but because I stay in a natural state of a higher vibration, which I talk about all the time, and she pointed that out to me. How do you talk about these higher vibrations and look at what you're doing? And like I said, I could go into the story, but it's just not worth it. Here's the deal. Things will happen around you. The world will still spin. You will still have your perception about things out there. When you are in this higher vibration, you can step back and look at it and say, that's not mine. I don't have to participate in this. And whatever she decides to do or not do, then I can make a next choice. But until then, I can just sit here and be in the place I'm in. Does that make sense? Am I communicating well? I don't know. I wish you bless and peace. I hope you had a great holiday season. I had an amazing holiday. I would show you my puppy, but she's upstairs with my son. I got a little blue heeler for Christmas, so adorable. I got a lot of really cool stuff, actually. But I hope you had a great holiday too. New Year's is coming up. It is a time of year when a lot of people start talking and thinking about resolutions. Post yours below. What are you resoluting? What are you resoluting to? I am resoluting to do a 6-week course for people at a very, very, I think, good price for the services that I offer. This 6-week course is more of a challenge. I'm challenging you to do something every day of the 6 weeks that will lend you to not only clearing your subconscious, it'll help you reset your system and create a cadence to carry forward. I've been talking about it before on other videos. You've probably seen those too. If you are interested, please get in touch with me because we're about set to go. Got a good handful of people in it. I've been hand selecting people. I want the right people in this core group that are ready just to blast off because I think it's just going to be a really wonderful thing. I've even got a couple of vets in this group that I'm just blown away by. People from all over the world. I've got people from Spain, people, I think I've got one from Pakistan. I've got some folks from, one person from India, folks from all over the United States and Canada. So if you're interested, please get in touch with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope to hear from you soon. Find the link in the video below this video. You'll find a link. If you want to just talk to me, go grab one of my free sessions. You can get a free session. It's like 30 minutes. There's a 15-minute one and a 30 one. If you want to talk about doing the 6-week course, use the 30 one. If you're just interested in doing private sessions with me, pick either one. I usually tell people do the 15-minute one. What I'm doing in that one is trying to decide, are we a good fit for each other? Because we want to make sure we're a cohesive match where I can, hopefully help you and get you down the road where you need to go. If I don't think I can, I'll let you know that too, okay? Blessings and peace. 2020 is right around the corner. Get in on this 6-week course with me. Talk to you soon.